As an athlete, nutrition is something that's always been really high on my list of priorities and things that I need to attend to. I think as a younger athlete, it's something that maybe you feel is a little bit out of your control, maybe having mum and dad cooking food for you. But as you get a little bit older, you can see the importance of it, not just for actual, for fueling your body, but for things like recovery, injury prevention, also in their hydration, different things like that. So I've spent a lot of time trying to understand my body, but also understand food so that I can make really good choices and choices that will help me perform at the best level that I can perform at. Over the years, I've been fortunate to be able to work with dietitians or nutritionists through the various programs that I've come up through and tried lots of different things. So I've never really had an issue with food or my diet, I suppose, particularly, but having that expertise there has given me the opportunity to learn a little bit more. So I have had food plans in the past where your whole weekly diet is given to you that you can then follow. But I found personally that it's not really sustainable. I'm someone who's quite social and do like to either eat out or eat at friends' houses or have people over, so it does make it a little bit restrictive. So the easiest thing I found is to eat as I normally would and then write everything down and send it through to our nutritionist for her feedback. So that's the way I've found as a really good tool to be able to keep myself on track and have a good understanding of, am I getting the right amount of certain foods, the actual amount of food, and also, hydration. And maybe there's a few things in there that I can tweak to make sure that I'm, maximizing the food that does go into my body. Now, I won't lie, I'm not perfect. I do like certain foods and I do have a bit of a sweet tooth. But I found that the beauty of, training the amount that we do and being disciplined most of the time is that I do allow myself some snacks every now and then and treats. I'm someone that usually likes to have dessert. I enjoy something sweet after I finish, but trying to make sure that I have, fruit and yogurt or something a little bit healthier. But I love chocolate. I like muffins. Scones is certainly a weakness for me, and things like hot chips and that. But as I said, I'd rather have something like that and then go for a walk afterwards, or there's different ways that you can get around it, because I feel like if you eliminate certain things from your diet, they just become more appealing. So you've got to find a way that works for you. On a typical training day for me, so I wake up, we train usually in the morning. I will make some cereal, so like granola or something with yogurt and milk. My drink of choice is a chai latte, so I try and have the tea version, so the healthier version, and we'll usually have one or two of those throughout the day. Lunch in general would be something like rice cakes with ham, cheese, tomato on them, or maybe a salad. I enjoy things like tuna, but just sort of depends where I am. Sometimes if we finish training maybe 10:30, I'll come home and have eggs on toast or something a bit more breakfast-like, but then won't eat lunch, so it'll go through, depends on the timing, maybe then have another snack before I start again in the afternoon, whether we've got gym or another session. And then dinners for me, depending on where I am. If it's just me eating alone, I usually eat pretty boring, meat and 3 veg or meat and salad. Keep it nice and simple. I'm not super creative with my cooking, but sometimes I feel I eat for purpose, not for pleasure. So it's just about getting in those healthy foods, the meat, the protein, and your fruit, your veggies as well. But if I eat out or I eat at someone's house, I'm really open. I like to enjoy any food, and certainly don't restrict myself in that sense, because as I said, I feel like I'm pretty disciplined and eat really well most of the time, so I like to have a reasonably well-rounded diet, but also not feel guilty about the food that I'm eating.